Just a short drive from Hollywood, Long Beach has always attracted the glitterati that mingle with the fans to see racing's best. They have all turned out again to see the Tequila Patron American Le Mans Series at Long Beach. To get it back, how hard are you going to fight? We're about to find out. The beautiful blue and orange Aston Martin there, and then the HPD along beside it. Those were formerly a P1 and a P2 category. We're about to find out where the horsepower lies, and it's with Adrian Fernandez as he jumps on at the green, and he is gone.
Look at David Bradham. He's getting swamped here. Chris Dyson has gone around him. Here comes John Field. He moves up to third, looking for second. It's Harold Premat driving that Aston Martin up front right now.
And Chris Dyson with a great start with that. Your source of it, possibly.
Oh, and that's Dyson.
Yep.
That's Dyson's car
That's
in the wall.
one.
There, I think there is fluid down.
Get it out of there, just reverse.
Let's go through it as well.
Here. Take a look, Dorsey.
Yeah, just quit turning. You saw he turned in around the apex of that corner. Car just took off straight. He wasn't locked up. I mean, you can't blame that.
And they saw him come off the hairpin and get really squirrely. You see the Drayson car.
There. No, that's a different story. He's hit the wall over here.
Is that the original cause of our fluid, or is that another?
No, he's hit the wall right here.
I think he's got in the oil and created more damage and more fluid on the racetrack.
That is the 63,
now
the TRG entry. Andy Lally, what a great job Harold Premat had been doing in the Aston Martin, the 007, but definitely a problem turning onto the back straightaway. We don't know whether it happened on his own or whether traffic was a factor in that, but debris now all over the back straightaway. Premat back underway, and he'll have to come to the pits. The damage to the 007, the Aston Martin. Let's take a look. David
Feeling
Brabham.
the pressure from David Brabham. David slices down to the inside. This is turn 8. There is contact there. Harold gets a little bit sideways and clouts the left rear corner.
And I should say both drivers tried really hard not to have that happen. Let's take a look at this.
Remember David's move to take
the first test, but this is a guy, he's 54 years old, and he said, I feel better now than I ever have in my life. And don't forget, he didn't start racing until he was in his mid-30s, so this is not a guy who's been racing all of his life. He's, just got waved around the pace car and then into the wall. I believe that's the number 11 LMP Challenge car.
Gerardo Bonilla behind the wheel. He has good prototype experience.
And that's such just a rudimentary mistake.
Racetrack, similar situation, just not enough grip in the front tires and gets it wrong.
And you should only hope he did.
Well, you wonder how much pickup. Look at the tires right there in his face. He's hitting on them saying, guys, you need to move these. They're up against my helmet right now. So Bonilla pinned up underneath those tires. The last time he drove a prototype was at Petit Le Mans in 2008, so it's been a while. Safety workers there, and he's saying thank you very much because I'd really like to get out of this thing. But he had been behind the pace car. How much pickup did he have?
Well, it could be pickup as well. You're right about that. Cold tires, pickup, whatever. Car didn't turn. I'm a little bit surprised he's getting out of the car. I would have stayed in there and see if I can get, get lucky.
Absolutely.
Well, Auto Week in the American Le Mans
instantly getting out of the way.
And
unbelievable.
If Fernandez had not been paying attention, that could have been big. Patrick Long with those fresh Michelin leapfrogs past Joey Hand. And there goes Adrian Fernandez. Let's get away from here while we can, guys. He wants to clear this GT battle.
And on that previous lap, Adrian had got around Klaus Graf. There's Klaus Graf to the left there of Joey Hand. Like a bag, and you just lose all of the momentum. And these cars, the P2 specification prototype car that the #1 car is, doesn't have the horsepower of these Aston Martins, certainly. So that will really just handicap them even further in the fast sections of this racetrack.
We saw the 37 of John and Clint Field run so well early on, but they had problems. Clint was out of the car. Chris, what happened?
Well, I talked to Clint Field, and he said, you know what, we ended up having a fuel leak in that car. Before it came to the grid, they actually had a clutch leak too. So John Field was kind of like, man, this weekend just doesn't sound like it's going to be great. He goes out there, he leads the race. So the highest highs to the lowest lows, they end up with a fuel issue, massive fuel leak in the car. So right now the 37 sitting stationary, but really everybody on the team still smiles on their face with the performance that John put in the first half.
Yeah, good job, but you do not mess with a fuel leak. As we see the 89, one of the LMPC cars is backwards on the racetrack.
Mitch Pagery behind the wheel. That is an Intersport entry as well, and good job of turning it around. Little drifting competition going on.
I'm guessing that's not his first attempt at that.
Probably not. You see Fernandez bolt out of the hairpin. Pagano in the green. Patron Highcroft entry behind him. You hear us talk about Honda. A lot of people I know were going, well, I thought that was an Acura, but it is a Honda Performance Development ARX01C is what they call it this year. So it has changed names. A lot of stuff stays the same. In fact, it is the same car. The name has just been changed.
Difference is this year they took the two fastest guys from their lead cars last year and have now teamed them together. Simon Pagano, David Bradman. What a driving combination they will be this year. Simon loves this place. His U.S. debut in racing was here in Atlantic. He sat on the pole, eventually finished fourth, and in Champ Car had a tremendous podium finish as well.
2.5 minutes left in this event. Pagano not giving up, continuing to charge. Anything could happen. Fernandez could get caught in traffic as you see him go around the RSR Jaguar. They're onto the back straightaway. Anything could happen. You cannot quit.
No, got to keep the pressure on, Dorsey. He's got to be there to take advantage if Adrian hits traffic.
And you see how Simon Pagano closes that gap on the infield part where he's not up in that 5th and 6th gear mode. He has to utilize that part of the racetrack. He knows it because when he gets on that straightaway, that shifting problem costs him time.
We'll take a look right now from the helicopter. It closes right in through the hairpin. Now watch the speed differential down the straightaway.
2 minutes. There's 2 minutes remaining.
Rob Hill on the radio to Simon Pagano. Look at him stretch down there. 15 miles an hour is the difference in speed down the front stretch.
It's more exaggerated than that now because he's not able to get into the gears properly.
Seems just about the line. It all falls apart there for Pagano. Should be 2 laps left to go, so about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes at the line. They're running 1:16 lap time, so it's going to be 2 more laps to go. Listen.
This is on board with Simon Pagano when the pass was made by Adrian Fernandez. Into the straightaway, nothing he can do. It's too dangerous to try and block at these sort of speeds. But he's right on him. He is right on him. This is where David Brown went down the inside of Harold Premat.
Oh, he's going to get a wide shot.
This is the only place he can run good on this infield. He's got to make it stick here.
But here we go, down the straightaway. And the legs get stretched on the Aston Martin. The transmission problems, the gearbox problems for Pagano. Takes a look inside. Nothing doing. Just about 50 seconds left. They'll get 1 more lap. Pagano, it's not over yet.
It is really close. He needs a bit of traffic, though, Dorsey. I think he needs a roadblock for Adrian Fernandez to be able to make this pass.
This is heartbreaking. Right here, watch what happens. Nothing he can do.
If you've got anything, let's see it.
I think you have been seeing it.
If you've got anything, let's see it. Look at the gap at the line and watch Pagano claw his way back up to the back wing of that Aston Martin when they get through the tighter sections of this racetrack.
He'll be a demon right through here for sure.
This is his section. This is where he really pulled it in qualifying yesterday. Look, Adrian Fernandez scrambling for grip there through the fountain turn. Pagano's close. Pagano is really close.
Oh, Adrian gets sideways.
He gets it.
Can he hold it? He's in the lead now, but can he keep it? He slides back to the inside to block a little bit. Fernandez setting up to make a run.
That's the big bump there off 5 where Adrian lost it.
You've got to out-drag him. You heard the radio say Fernandez trying to square the corner, getting in the throttle on the Aston Martin.
Got to defend. GTC car right in front of him. Simon may have enough. Here comes Adrian Fernandez, last lap of the race.
Won't get him here, but will he get him down to the start-finish line?
Hear the crew, keep him behind you, keep him behind you. He's been so quick through here, but he's going to catch LMP challenge traffic.
No, he didn't do it.
Oh, there's fluid coming out of that challenge car right in front of him.
The launch, go, go, go. You hear the checkered flag waves. Simon Pagano, an unlikely victor, but he takes the checkered flag. We talked about a street fight, incredible. I don't think anybody thought it could be that close, and yet it was. Simon Pagano, no quit from the cockpit. Take a look.
Here we go, down into turn 5. Adrian Fernandez just loses it on the bump there, gets a little bit sideways, narrowly misses the tires. Here comes Simon Pagano on the power, gets the lead.
And this is where Simon earns his money because now he's going to have to hold him off with less car
from on board. Pulls the lead right there, but now can he hold it? That was the big question from the helicopter. Fernandez wide. Spectacular stuff. Simon Pagano holds on to take the lead here at Long Beach and takes a hard-earned victory. We'll be back for what is sure to be celebration.